composer. This is your first feature film doing all three.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. And I just want to say, like, the sound adds like an immense layer of fear. The sound design was incredible in this movie, and I know how important that was to you. Especially with the story, like her, Joan, using audio fragments. Can you tell us how you crafted the film score through a strict rule? Apparently, every sound, instrument, and texture had to be connected to the original location. So how did you kind of incorporate that all together?
Yeah, it was a mix. So that this Joan character is inspired by me as a kid recording things on cassette tapes, and like some of that is in the film sound design. But I really had this goal of making this house feel like it's its own world, it's cut off from everything. And so we had an amazing sound recordist, Ryan, who showed up with all these microphones, and we would shoot, and then on weekends just go around recording everything in the house, like going to the basement, recording the boilers and dripping faucets. And then our sound designer and myself built this library of audio to use while editing the movie. Like if we needed just an ambience or a wind, it would be something that came from a day on set at location. And doing the music, just because with digital music, you can really do anything at this point, but I love the idea of just sampling noises from the house and taking those and building instruments you could play that are sound like music, but are like a lot of it is the dad's voice, things that he says, that's then twisted into a score. So, but it's all to kind of put you in the head of this sound, this lead character who just lives and breathes sound and what she's hearing. But yeah, it was a fun part of it for sure.
And it was really interesting because your childhood in real life plays a huge part in the making of this film. So I read that as a kid, you walked around with like a portable charger at your like grandparents' farmhouse.
Yeah.
How did that come like to inspire, I guess, like the Wyatt family and like all of these things together?
It was originally ghost hunting with a little tape recorder that we would do, like asking questions and then listening back to the tape for answers. And we did get one answer once, I still haven't figured out, but it was, that was a huge inspiration. And then the estate where we shot the film, those gates are like down the street from where I grew up. There's just this big old mansion in the middle of nowhere, Massachusetts. So the story was literally inspired by me seeing this abandoned house and wondering about who might have lived there once. And so it came out of kind of daydreaming about the family that used to live here, and the idea that they were kind of cursed, like the Edgar Allan Poe story, was really interesting to me, and it explained how did this place come to be empty, essentially.
And you also went back there as a teenager. How did all of these things connect? That's so crazy. I
went back there. It was originally, it was owned by a very wealthy family, and then it was owned by a church. Nuns lived there, and then it became a wellness retreat. And I just wanted to get into that house, basically, and got a job just filming videos for the wellness retreat, kind of testimonials of people. And it was kind of a way to just explore a little bit more, and then completely surreal to then go back with the film crew and be in the same rooms and see how different it was from how I remembered it. But yeah, it's haunted me most of my life. It's one place for sure.
That's so cool how it became like a full circle moment.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I also read the production crew gathered to watch Robert Weiss's The Haunting in the actual library, in the house, and Silent Hill, one of my favorite video games of all time. So how did those kind of set the tone for the film? How inspired? That was,
right before we started shooting, because everyone was there. Most of us were staying in the house just because it's, as she says in the film, it has like 30 plus bedrooms. But the cinematographer and I love The Haunting, which is, it's black and white and it's from the 60s, but it feels very modern still and has a lot of shadow. And then Silent Hill I'd never played, but I think someone brought a PlayStation and had Silent Hill, and I immediately got it's. And especially because we were getting so much fog and weather around the house, like waking up and not being able to see the sun. So I love how the game feels very dreamy. I think it put everyone in the right kind of state of mind to start filming a nightmare of a movie.
Yeah, I feel like there were some scenes that really stuck out, like especially like in the basement.
Oh, cool.
Like the atmosphere, everything with the sound, like all of it together, like it was frightening. Like it gave the audience a feel like we were there. Like even just the shots, the way it was shot.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah. It's the actual basement of that house is horrifying and full of sounds. But it felt almost like a big creature, and you're seeing the underbelly of it. And I feel like there's a reason basements are in horror movies so much, like representing the subconscious, or in this case, it's like representing what happened in the past of this family. Is this kind of huge tunnel that she's in under the house. So, I'm glad it was effective. Yeah.
And is it true you and producer Josh Lobo, heard sounds like music randomly?
Yeah,
in the
When we went back to scout the house, we both, I think, woke up at like 3 a.m. and could just hear this like pounding music coming out of the woods, and like went looking for it. Which we thought was a neighbor, but there are no houses around for like 100 acres in every direction. So that was one. There were a couple of instances of like little harmless hauntings that I think people experienced, but that one was just like very inspiring. The idea of hearing sounds drift out of the forest at night for the actual movie. So I was glad that happened while we were scouting.
And did you guys keep any sounds that randomly happened, like in the film, like something that wasn't planned, like even like a creak and like walls? Yeah,
there are a lot of just random sounds from the location. Also because it's we're mostly using location audio that we got, but that house is always creaking or groaning or something is happening, like 3 levels up. And I thought it added there's just a ton of texture that you could hear, or even the fact that to stay warm in November, we always had the fireplaces going, so you're always getting a kind of rumble of fire in the background. I think it added to the texture of the place.
And those creepy like old school furnaces where it's like in the ground, that was shown a lot in the movie.
Yeah.
Did they have to like what do you call it? When they fix the heat in the house, like was the house because it's so old, was it like functional?
So it's interesting because there's a kind of new furnace that we had seen and then discovered like deeper in the basement. There's this original this original old like cast iron furnace that's like not been used for years, but looks just kind of like something out of a bad dream to me. And we spent a lot of time kind of recording the different sounds those doors would make, and then that's kind of all over the film. You're hearing these creaks and groans from that. It would have been an interesting place to live in the winter for sure. As our takeaway.
And lastly, what was the hardest artistic choice in making the film in any stage of production, especially with it being like so close to heart?
That's interesting. I think the choice to leave elements of the story kind of ambiguous and open-ended, and with characters, like I always think about the housekeeper character, Lydia. Like, is she good or is she bad or is it something in between? that was it was a bit of a tough choice, but I'm so glad it went in the direction of like it's very complicated for everyone, and it's a family of people responding to this haunting from their past in different ways. So yeah, I think having a horror film with like morally complex characters was a tricky choice, but I think paid off just thanks to the terrific actors that ended up kind of taking on the challenge.
Thank you so much.
Oh, of course, thank you.
No worries.